Hello everyone! Okay, to be completely honest, I didn't really want to record this video, but yes, the title doesn't lie. It's not another rage bait, it's actually what happened. I got scammed by Samsung, and by an official website too. I'm gonna get into details in a little bit, but oh boy, I'm just tired of this whole situation, which was dragging since the August of this year. Like, I just wanted to finish my Evangelion video, which I wasn't able to finish for like a month now, because I was dealing with this whole mess. But at least I can get some content out of it, and if you got scammed the same way, at least you'll know what to do, I suppose. Alright, for starters, you need to understand some context. Before I faced incredible incompetence from Samsung workers, I've been ordering from their website for quite some time. I've been sending them my previous Samsung phones for repairs, and there never were any issues, until the August of this year. Which is when I decided to update my phone and trade in my Galaxy Fold 3 for Galaxy Fold 6. Usually I would just buy a phone, but Galaxy Fold 6 was so goddamn expensive, trading it seemed like a reasonable thing to do, which would allow me to save at least $1,000. Unfortunately, later it would backfire horribly, but at the time I didn't really know that. At the beginning of the story, everything seemed well. I received my phone, I sent them my old phone, until I realized an issue. Turns out the phone that I bought the first time, Galaxy Fold 6 500GB version, is now compatible with my mobile provider, Boost Mobile. I don't really know what this is about, but they for some reason only connect like the cheapest versions of Samsung phones. So if you got a version with more gigabytes, it's just not compatible, it doesn't work. As a result, I had to send this Galaxy Fold back and get another one slightly cheaper. And here is where everything goes to shit. And okay, just a warning, later we're gonna get into the whole problematic side of the situation where I'm gonna call a bunch of people complaining and they're gonna play on my nerves a little bit, but until then you unfortunately have to listen to the context, otherwise the story just will not make sense. I received another Galaxy Fold 6, now I had two of them. So I applied for return of the first one, I got a FedEx receipt, I dropped it at the FedEx location, and didn't think much of it. I mean, like I said, I previously worked with Samsung, and never ever I had any issues. Because of that, for the most part, I just assumed the return was successful and I just forgot about it. I was enjoying my Galaxy Fold 6 with slightly smaller storage, like I said, I paid it with my credit card, everything seemed nice. Until, a few months later, I receive a letter from Samsung. This letter, saying that I have a due payment. And my first thoughts were like, wait, what? And then I go down the letter and I see that I have 1,000 loan and Samsung finances.
No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
Not gonna lie, after I saw that, I thought it was a scam letter. Like somebody just got a hold of a bit of my information and sent me this in hopes of getting some money for me. But just in case, I decided to contact Samsung. Unfortunately, that first chat I had with them on the website, I did not record. Unlike the rest of them, so you will just have to rely on my recap. Basically, the conversation went like this. Hey, I got this letter that suggests that I have a loan with Samsung, which is no way I should have had that. Well, we only got an empty box, so we thought you didn't actually return it, so we didn't do a refund. Wait, but I totally sent that phone. Did you just give me a loan because you didn't receive a device and you have no insurance or anything that would cover theft of the device worth $2,000? Well, yes. And here I was, totally out of my mind, with a loan of $1,000 that apparently Samsung was expecting me to pay because they didn't receive my Galaxy Fold 6. Just to explain my emotional state at the time, I would probably need the whole Library of Alexandria, because I had so many emotions in and out of my head that I was pretty depressed at the moment. Like, I don't know if I should explain this, but I'm not that rich of a person, an extra $1,000 loan on my chest is not something I would want. But situation didn't seem that bad yet. Because when I did tell Samsung that I actually did send them a phone, they responded with, oh, it's okay, we're gonna investigate the whole thing, report it to you within 24 to 48 hours, and it's gonna be alright. And so I was like, well, I guess it's not that bad. Like I said, there weren't any issues when I was previously working with Samsung, so What could possibly go wrong? Spoiler alert, in 24 hours, things go very wrong! I receive an email with this so-called results of investigation, which is basically a repeat of what I just talked about with Samsung support. They just tell me the exact same thing, that there was nothing in the package. Yeah, so my mental state was not getting any better after I read this. Because this investigation basically meant that these guys are accusing me of trying to scam Samsung. Like, they themselves admitted that the package they received was empty. So in their explanation, I was the mastermind who just didn't place the phone and send them basically an empty package that for some reason had the wires, the instruction, and everything else except for the phone. Now, of course, I wasn't really gonna pay them or anything, so I decided to contact them a second time, this time not via chat, but via cell phone, where things would be more controllable and they wouldn't just be able to say, yeah, we didn't receive a package. Because the stupidest part of this whole situation, even though demanding money from me, they didn't show me any proof. So at this point in time, it's basically my word against theirs. I haven't seen an empty package they received. Like, for all I care, they might be lying me straight in the face. I discussed the situation with my friends and family, and most of the time all of them were telling me not to pay them anything. My mom even posted this story to her Facebook group so other people can suggest any more ideas on what I can do. And okay, now we're getting into the fun part of the video, because, like I said, the situation seemed bad, but it didn't seem hopeless, because these geniuses admitted that they received the package. They just stated that there wasn't anything in the package. Meaning, the package did go through all of the stages of delivery, but something happened to it. So that means, if I can prove that the package had the phone inside after I gave it away to FedEx, which was delivering it to Samsung, that means those guys should not demand anything from me, and I'm 100% in the right. Okay, there were only two issues standing in my way. First of all, I'm dealing with FedEx, who are notorious for being incompetent in their delivery. Second of all, this whole situation happened back in August, like I said, and this video is being recorded at the last days of October, so I might have to do some digging. So, after quickly scrolling through my gallery on the phone, I quickly found the tracking number. But I didn't have the receipt, or whatever is the paper they give you when you submit the package to FedEx. So, just to be careful, I decided to go to the FedEx location where I turned down this package and ask them if they can help me on the situation. Unfortunately, they could not.
We don't actually have any ideas.
Okay.
So what you'd do is you would just call this number. Once you would call that number, you would ask to speak to customer service, and then you would explain this to them. That is the second time someone has come in about that, something like that. So that is really good to know.
What happened the other
Someone
time?
else sent something and it got
Also said it was empty?
taken out of the package. So, so that is really good information for me to know.
So, yes, second time. This is the second time in this area somebody has reported the same issue. And, I mean, I guess it didn't bother anybody the first time. To be fair, I don't want to send any hate towards regular FedEx employees because I get that they're just doing their job and not even getting paid that much to do it. But on the other hand, customer service was not much better. Yeah, pretty much right away after that, I called the customer service. Spoiler alert, originally I didn't really want to do that. Like, I wanted to avoid actually calling them because for the most part, a lot of customer services now have the stupid, like, AI chatbots that prevent you from talking with an actual person. And that's exactly what happened. I spent like half hour talking to AI, which was redirecting me. It was not even hearing me straight. Like, when I tried to just tell them my, like, tracking number, it didn't hear it. Hello?
Sorry, please say or enter.
Oh my god. Bruh, I swear to god, just let me talk to a real person.
7. Unfortunately, I couldn't find this tracking number in the database.
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
To our system yet by the shipper.
It didn't even hear my tracking number correct. Yes, hello. My first name is George.
Thank you so much. Alright, as I can see here, George, that this package was already delivered.
I just... Yeah, I know that it was delivered. I just, so, the Samsung who I was sending this package to, claimed that it arrived to them empty. So basically, why I'm asking, is there any way for me to get a paper from you or something confirming the weight of the package when after I
What do you mean weight?
gave it to you? Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what, George? I know what you're trying to say. However, if why they are actually, why Samsung going to ask you about that? Because in at Trace, FedEx will check the box, right? So in that in that first in that case, we are aware that there is something in the box. So FedEx won't allow to delivering a package that doesn't have any on the box, like.
So you're saying
You know what I'm trying to say?
So you're saying you will not. FedEx doesn't deliver empty packages, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, for the most part, conversation unfortunately was not very audible, but yeah, FedEx doesn't deliver empty packages. That's good news. The following of this conversation is not really important. Basically, this guy also proposed me to file a claim for FedEx. I, of course, tried filing this claim on FedEx website about lost package, but oops, page doesn't work right now. Try again later. And at this point, I've been feeling less sad and more annoyed as the time went by. Because everybody is proposing me to file claims to FedEx. Yeah, okay, there's a chance somebody at FedEx stole it. Yeah, no shit. But why is everybody forcing me to call? Like, Samsung didn't call anybody. Their investigation didn't do shit. Apparently, they didn't even contact FedEx. So, this is incredibly infuriating that somebody out there stole my phone or, I don't know, lost it or something. And I am forced to investigate the whole thing. I am forced to call a lot of people while there's a loan on my chest, which Samsung just gave me and apparently didn't even do shit. Like, yeah, okay, they got an empty package and apparently there was nothing suspicious about that. They didn't even bother to contact me. They just give me a loan and then, yeah, whatever, you can deal with the rest. Like, oh my god, this is so dumb. Alright, whatever. At least now I found the tracking number. It was a little weird though that the customer service guy from FedEx didn't say that if you enter this tracking number on the website, you can get all the information, including the weight of the package after you submit it to FedEx. Because I didn't learn it from him. I read the replies in my mom's Facebook group where a lot of people suggested that. And okay, it may seem kinda obvious, but it was not for me. And now, finally, I had a proof in front of me, which I freaking screenshotted a bunch of times and recorded my screen to ensure, like, FedEx doesn't delete this page on accident and I would lose my, basically the only leverage. And now when I gathered all of those proofs, I can call Samsung finally, because now I have the proof that the package weighed 0.5 kilogram, meaning the phone was actually there, meaning I was right. Because right now, they will not able to deny that the package was empty, because it's my fault. I have proof that the phone was there when I gave it to FedEx, meaning it's not my fault, and meaning they will have to deal with it now instead of just giving me a loan. Hello?
How may I assist you?
Essentially, I've been calling all over the place for Samsung because some time ago I've purchased Galaxy Fold 6.
From the screen to the ring to the pen.
No worries. Yeah, I'm gonna escalate the situation. I can see that it was in our warehouse. It was received an empty box.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
The issue is I contacted FedEx, who got my order and stuff, and they give me the tracking number, which shows all the history of the package and what locations it went through. And then each location, they weigh it. And through FedEx, in this information, I can see that the package was 0.5 kilogram heavy after I gave it to them. Meaning, the phone wasn't there. Because I have the same exact phone.
Yeah.
And it weighs about 0.5 kilogram.
Okay, I truly understand that.
Yes.
No worries. Okay?
Yeah, no
Don't worry
problem.
about it.
Just last final questions. Thank you so much. Just how long this is possibly gonna take, the investigation?
You will be receiving an email within the next 24 to 78 hours, 72 hours.
Oh.
And
Just-
once, it's been done,
we will be escalating for a refund.
Yep, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Just to be sure, I want this just to be clear, because last time when I texted tech support of Samsung through the chatbot and ended up talking to the associate, they also said there's going to be an investigation and that they're going to text me 24 or 48 hours after the investigation started and after my call. And after that, I just got an email saying the package was empty. I just want to make sure. I don't want to receive the same email again, basically.
No worries. We're gonna help you with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm truly sorry about what's happening.
No problem.
I'm escalating for a different reason to make an investigation on it.
Right.
I was able to pull it out,
Right.
the previous agent you have chatted with.
Mm-hmm.
And we apologize that it has happened.
So now, after all of that, you're probably thinking like, well, I mean, it's not that bad. You gave them all the facts, so now there's no way they can charge you with anything, right? Right? Wrong! Literally 24 hours after, I receive another same email, which says exactly the same thing, that they received an empty package, and because of that, they cannot do a refund. I still have to pay them. What kind of investigation were they doing? Did they just, like, open an empty package and were like, well, yeah, it's empty. Investigation concluded. Like, bruh! And as a cherry on top of this email, at the very end, they also tell me to file a complaint at FedEx. Yes, thank you. Maybe you could have done that? I mean, I don't know. You guys are already dealing with this case. You're doing the investigation. Couldn't you just freaking call FedEx too? I mean, I of course tried filing the FedEx claim again, but oops, it didn't work. Like, oh my god, my head kind of hurts from all of this right now. And okay, I just want to say that I'm not necessarily hating the customer service associates that I was interacting with. I don't think it's their fault. For the most part, at least. I know for the most part, those people are basically just doing whatever the management tells them, but yeah, they're not making it any better for me. And also keep in mind, while all of this is happening, I'm also working night shifts. Like I said, I currently work at Amazon, and most shifts I have there are during the night. So most of the time when I come back from work, I have to wait till their working hours start, and I have to deal with them for several hours, and then just abandon this so I can get at least some hours of sleep before going back to work, and then coming back and dealing with this again. So after all of that, I decided to call Samsung one more time and make sure they heard me this time. I'll send them all of the proofs I have. And now, they'll finally get rid of this fucking loan I have. Unfortunately, the conversation with this associate was not very audible. I don't know, maybe I stumbled upon the person with the bad microphone. I'm gonna be cutting it a lot because of that, but hopefully you understand it.
Okay. So, as I can understand, you bought a phone in August of this year and you returned it, right?
That's correct.
The package was not received by the Samsung.
The package was received by Samsung. I confirmed it. So far, all of the people I've talked to at Samsung, they did say they were running an investigation or something, and the result of this investigation was always the same answer, it's just the package was empty. But I've contacted FedEx that was transferring this phone, and then there they have a record that the package was 0.5 kilogram heavy when I gave it to them and they were shipping it, meaning there is no way it was empty.
Wait a minute. Listen to this.
Verification steps. So, can you please confirm your full name?
I'm sorry, the what? The holding? This was mostly how, by the way, the whole talk was going. It was really silent. I barely could hear anything. I occasionally was asking to put her microphone closer to her mouth because, like, I wasn't hearing anything. But overall, out of all people I talked to, surprisingly, this was the most useful and the most competent person. She heard me out, she double-checked everything, she asked me to send all of my proofs to her. So, with a little bit of struggles, but I was thankful. I sent her all of my proofs, like I said, the tracking number. She confirmed that she saw that the package was heavy. And most importantly, she confirmed that the issue is gonna be resolved in a few days and that I'm gonna get my refund. So, I mean, I was reassured. I thought the problem was finally fixed. Alright, I waited about a week, and so far, it was good. I didn't receive any emails saying, oh sorry, we tried but we couldn't do anything, so please give us money. So just to double check, I decided to call Samsung Finances again until I realized it doesn't work on Saturdays, on Sundays. I mean on Saturdays it does work but only till 2, so like, I'll have to text them via chat. Basically, I told them the whole story again about how sending the phone. He said, oh yeah, it's all fine. The refund is going to be issued real soon to your TD Bank account, which is the bank that manages Samsung Finances. I asked them to send a confirmation email. He said that I should receive it again 24 to 48 hours. You hear my silence, right? Like, this guy confirmed it to me that the refund is going to be issued. So is the silent lady. So what's the problem then? The thing is, the same day this chat was happening, everybody decided to fucking obliterate me with emails. I received 3 emails from TD Bank saying, hey, you have a due payment and a loan, by the way. Samsung manages to send me another exact same letter, now stating that they cannot issue a refund. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but what kind of freaking incompetence this is? You have your workers confirming to me that the issue is resolved, and then I'm receiving emails saying that it's not. What the hell is happening in your office? Okay, this was a nice video, I hope. Do not repeat my mistakes. Do not order from freaking Samsung website. Order from like Amazon at least if you want their products, because at least I work in Amazon. I've seen how customer service works there, and at least I can speak from experience that over there nobody ever messed me up when I wanted to like return something. I literally had the same experience there. Maybe I'll make another video about it where I received literally an empty package. I contacted Amazon and pretty easily received a refund. And if you're interested in this story, then stay tuned. I have a few more cards up my sleeve, and as you can see in this video, for the most part when calling everyone, I was pretty nice. Well, that ends. Next video is gonna be way less polite. We can say that. The situation is still being dealt with, and most likely it's far from over. I'm gonna be posting if anything more happens. And I guess that is it for today. Check out my reviews of anime and movies if you're interested in me. And I guess that is it for today. Bye.